Hey, this is TK back again, and I wanted to say a few more things about being in an MLM. Um, this is like the last time I'm gonna talk about it though, because I didn't want to keep talking about it. Um, but these are my top 5 issues with MLMs. Excuse me, guys. So my first issue is um, having to go after like your friends and family, as far as your business is concerned. They say to talk to everybody and don't assume that people won't be interested. But a majority of the time, people are not interested, and um, uh, there are times when people feel pressured to support you, and then if they don't, you know, they get a lot of backlash. And depending on what you're selling, they may not want it. So for the ones that put themselves out there and they reach out to their friends and family about a product, and they don't want the product or they're not interested in it, they need to just let that go. And as a person who has sold products and a person who has been sold to, and when I say no, or I'm not interested, and then I get the backlash, or people get mad, or they stop talking to me because I wasn't interested in the product, and that's kind of messed up. Because now it's like the only reason that you reached out to me was so you could try to sell me this product, not because you care about what I'm up to, or what's been going on in my life. And things are happening in people's lives every day. So you need to think about that if you are a person who has one of those types of businesses, and um, are pushing your product on people. You gotta stop that. It's rude, first of all, and second of all, not everybody's gonna want your product, and you're gonna have to accept that. But that was one of my issues. Another issue is the work that you have to put in. Um, People who are trying to sell you a product or get you to sign up with their company will they gotta throw out there how quickly you can make your money back, or how easy it'll be if you just do this, this, and this. Like, I feel like people are not fully honest about the kind of work that you're gonna have to put in to make the money that they're making. And this is not everybody that's selling the product, but I feel like a majority, in my opinion, um, will say anything to get you to sign up. And there's nothing worse than when you are signed up and you have a business or whatever, and like the worst thing is like if you are working on vacation, that is sucky, because it's like you're focused on getting some sales. You're not really focused on your trip or relaxing. I don't want to sell to people when I'm on vacation, and I don't want to be sold to when I'm on vacation. I don't want to assume that everybody that's coming up to me and befriending me is trying to sell me something. So, um, you know, people that work at 9 to 5, they work at 9 to 5. They work their 9 to 5. They get off of work and they go about their business. People that work a business, it feels like they work 24/7, nonstop, no breaks, unless they go on a trip, and even then, it may not be a break because you still selling your product. You passing out your business cards. Like, it's constant. So that's another issue that I have. Um, you basically working like a dog, and depending on how good you are at working like a dog, you either gonna make money or you're not gonna make money. The next issue I have is inventory. Products. This is for the MLMs that have products. There are MLMs out there that don't have products, and they just have, like a digital item or whatever that they're selling. It's not physical, and stuff that you have to carry. But I am not a fan of having a bunch of inventory and having to, have that in my house or in my basement or wherever people keep their products. I am not someone who likes to, have a bunch of stuff on me. Um, that was like one of the issues I had when I was with paparazzi. Like, it was so much jewelry, and I was thinking to myself, I don't want to keep doing this. I don't want to keep having all this inventory on me. And then what if you're a person that has bought all of this inventory and you're having trouble selling it, and then you're stuck with it? Somebody tell me something, because that sucks. Personally, I feel like it sucks especially if you have all of the inventory and you can't get rid of it. So that's another one. Number 4 is, ask yourself, when you are in an MLM, are you truly your own boss? Because for me, I did not like that at any moment the business could shut down. At any moment, the plug could be pulled. And then what? If you were at the top, you're probably going to be okay. You'll probably go into another MLM and go on about your business. But if you are at the bottom, or if you are just getting started and the plug gets pulled, and you've wasted money. And, a lot of times when MLM shut down, they just shut down, and they don't really give a lot of explanation. They just shut down. And it's happened to me at least twice. So, I don't feel like when I'm in an MLM, I'm my own boss, because at any moment they could shut that stuff down and I won't be able to sell the product anymore. Meaning it wasn't really mine to own. So for me, as now that I'm older, I'm thinking to myself, I'm gonna have my own store. I'm gonna have my own products. That's what I'm looking forward to doing in the future, so that, if it gets shut down, it's because I shut it down, not because somebody else shut it down and I was in the middle of doing something and it was getting good and I was making money, and now it's over. And that's it. And people will be able to pick up and move on, but it's messed up for a lot of people. They've invested all this time and money into this business, and now it's for real. It's not a business that's really yours. It belongs to whoever is the main owner, CEO person. It belongs to them. So that's number 4. And then number 5 is competition. When you are in an MLM, it's a lot of competition. I can tell you right now, when I was in paparazzi, things could get ugly as far as competition. If you and another person is selling the same stuff and y'all know the same people, people will try to split up their loyalty between you and another person, because they love you both and they want to support you both, so they'll buy from you and they'll buy from the other person. And sometimes people are okay with that. A lot of times they're not, and they won't say anything. I personally did not have an issue with um, other people buying from other folks, especially if I didn't have the product available. But people could get ugly about that. Um, I remember I'm hearing this story about this lady who was working in the office, and she was selling the jewelry, and then she found out another person was selling her own handmade stuff, and she got mad at the person and told her that she needed to stop selling in her territory. Or the people who are higher up, who, you know, they have a big following, and then they say stuff like, if one of our pop-up people come to you and try to sell you stuff, you know, don't tell us, don't buy from them. You know, you're our customer. You know, they'll be selfish with their customers. You know, it's messy. And, you know, people don't like to throw around that word saturation, but eventually things get saturated. When you know at least 10 people that's selling the same thing, and you want to try to support all of them, that's hard. And it's not really fair. So, that was my top 5 issues with MLMs. This is the last video I'm going to shoot about this topic, but I felt like I needed to say something because, you know, MLMs, I don't feel like they're finna go away anytime soon. I feel like, you know, they'll keep popping up for people, and targeting people, you know, especially if you're out of work or something. They want you, if you're struggling, they want you, you know, even though you're struggling, they still want you to scrape up some money together and get with their team or whatever. So that was all I have for today. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share if you care, and I will be back. As you can see, my hair is done. And I'll explain in another video why I didn't get a chance to, you know, do that whole thing. Because I was supposed to do another video about my hair. But, alright guys. Thank you, and have a great day. Love you. Bye.